Hey everybody, welcome to a Cricut craft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to do this really fun version of the knockout. And it's basically you take a picture, so any kind of picture you want, and a font, and you cut the picture out of the font. So I just decided to do something Harry Potter related. This is our final result. I wanted to show it to you so you guys could kind of see what we're doing and what it'll end up looking like when we're done. So the first thing that you need to do is decide what your text is going to be, and I'll just use Harry Potter. I do find that using all caps does make this look a little bit nicer. And you want to use a really thick, heavy font. The two that I actually really only truly love the impact font for this. So that's going to be in your system fonts. It comes automatically with your computer. I'm going to go ahead and make mine bold so that it's even that much thicker. And you can see that they're really spaced out. So you want to use your letter spacing up here at the top. And you're just going to put them as close as you can without them touching. Like that is way too close. So you want to just kind of play with it and find where they're just about not touching. So right about there. And you're going to want to change your line spacing, or you can ungroup by line and put them together yourself, but I'm just going to use the line spacing. And there's a couple ways you can do this. You can type in a number, or you can just keep clicking. This one is a big space, so it's probably going to be quite a bit before they touch, or at least come close. So that's pretty good right there. Now you could center them. You can do whatever you want. I think on this one I'll center it just so you guys can kind of get a different look. So I'm going to go into, it should be in my uploads. And I uploaded a lightning bolt, and we're going to go ahead and use that one, and we're going to insert the image. Now again, remember, you guys can be as creative as you want with this. It's really fun to play around with shapes and words and all sorts of things. So I'm going to go ahead and take my lightning bolt, and I'm going to change it color so I can see it better. And I'm going to make it bright yellow, and it's perfectly in the front of it, so that's what we want. Now we're going to take the lightning bolt and make it much bigger, and I want it to cover as much of my word Harry Potter as I can without it going off of the word. So that looks pretty good, I think. And you guys can play with it and kind of move it around wherever you want, but I'm just going to go with that. So we're going to use our slice option. So you want to make sure that you take your word Harry Potter and you're going to weld it because it needs to be just one piece. Now we're going to go ahead and move this to the back so that you guys can see. So what you need to do is select your lightning bolt, and you can select Harry Potter. You can do this by hitting Control on your keyboard and clicking both pieces, and then we're going to go ahead and slice. And it's going to give you a bunch of random pieces. So we'll just pull those out so you guys can see all the pieces parts that you're going to end up with. So these are all the pieces parts that we have, and then our Harry Potter word. So obviously we don't need this black part, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And this is just the spaces in between the letters, so we're going to get rid of that too. This is the part that we want to keep, and I'll show you what it looks like once you put it back inside your Harry Potter. It gives you the lightning bolt. Now you can see they're both a little bit different, and this is just because I placed the words differently, and I totally messed that up. I don't have them attached or anything because if you attach them, they will change the same color, but we'll make that one bigger so you guys can see it too. It's not lined up perfectly right now because I didn't really, I just sort of set it down, but you get the idea. So when you go to make it, what it's going to do is it will cut out the word Harry Potter, and you'll see, and I'll show you that way you guys can see what it's going to look like. So you'll see here, I'll move this away a little bit so you can see better, that it's going to have this lightning bolt shape cut completely out of it, and then over here is your middle of your lightning bolt. So when you go to make it, you'll line your lightning bolt up with that. This is such a fun thing that you guys can use all sorts of things with, and you could even do this with words. So if you wanted to do let's do Harry Potter, and again, we're going to make it bold. It's already bold. I'm going to change my letter spacing back down. Again, way too much. Goodness gracious, I really like to mess with this font. And we're going to make it bigger so I can see it better. And then we're going to move our letter spacing down. And I know it was like 4.9 or something crazy. Maybe a little bit more than that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. And let me get rid of these because they're going to be in our way. I want to make this really big so that you guys can see how you can do words. The words are really, really fun. So I'm going to use Harry Potter. Make it really big. And then I'm going to use another text, and I'm just going to put, I don't know if this is going to be spelled right, but we'll try it. We'll try Gryffindor. I really should double check that spelling, but I can't promise that that's right or wrong. So I'm going to grab Gryffindor real quick. I'm going to change its color to red, or some version of it to be like a Gryffindor color. Oh, that is definitely spelled wrong. I do apologize, my Harry Potter fans. I am a terrible speller today. So I'm going to make the line spacing on this a little bit closer because I'm going to put the Gryffindor right in here. Oops, and I need to make sure I grab the right thing. And with this, you just kind of want to make sure that your letters aren't going to be cut off too much wherever you put them. So you may need to do, because see how this Y is kind of far? You may want to ungroup your letters and take the Y and just move it much closer. Because that way you're not cutting off part of your word of Gryffindor. So let's go ahead, and that's pretty good. Now we'll take the Gryffindor and we'll see if we can kind of, oops, and we'll put this back towards the front. Oops, move to front. So we're just going to play with the Gryffindor word, oops, and apparently grab the Y at the same time. Goodness gracious. And we're just going to see if we can find a good spot to stick it. Where it's not going to cut off too many letters. And some of these you just have to kind of play around with and figure out where is going to look good. So let's just try it here. So you're going to need to weld both words. So I'm going to go ahead and weld Gryffindor, and I'm going to move it for just a second so that I can reach Harry Potter all by itself and weld it, because I want to select all of it and weld, because again, you can only cut two things. And we're going to go ahead and put Gryffindor back. And for some reason, it always wants to move your stuff behind other stuff after you've already told it that's not what you want it to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to select Gryffindor and Harry Potter. And again, I know I spelled it wrong. I'm sorry. And we're going to hit slice. So we're going to, again, end up with kind of a weird jumble of things. So let's grab this. We're going to go ahead and grab this one. We don't need this. And we're going to grab that part because we don't need it. Now, the fun thing is you could just put it like this and have this whole thing empty and not fill it with anything. Or you could take your red and put it in there. It just depends on what you guys want to do. If you're doing this on like a t-shirt or something and you want the t-shirt color to show through, you can absolutely do that. You could also do it where you have it on your car and you don't want to fill it in. That's okay too. Or you could fill it in. You can also actually take these and spread the letters out and things like that. So I'm going to hit undo a couple times until we get back to where we don't have the slice. Because what you could do if you wanted, you can unlock your word, Gryffindor, and you can actually spread it out if you wanted it to take up more space. So it's just depending on what you guys like for your design. So I'm just going to go ahead and oops, move that back. And I'm going to select Gryffindor and Harry Potter, and I'm going to slice it really quick just to see what it looks like. And the best thing is if you mess up, just hit undo, because you can go right back and try something different. So like, see, this one takes up a lot more of the word. I don't know that I like it without it in there, but it's pretty cute with the red in there because you can tell what it says. Guys, I hope you got to learn a lot from this video. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I am always happy to show you guys how to do all these really fun things with Design Space and with your Cricut. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time. I hope you guys have a great day.